until you see them in front of you now. And who comes first? Knowing that they're here to give you love.
Yeah.
And as I place my hand on your shoulder, just accept all of their love. Who speaks first to you?
Now, Karen.
Karen. Listen to her telepathically. What is she saying to you?
Don't cry, Mum.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
I'm all right now.
So she's okay now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Tell me, ask her, why did she make that contract to come down and leave early?
She says she just had to.
Oh, so it's just part of her contract?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Can I ask, is Karen around my client day to day?
Yeah, she is.
She is?
Yeah.
So if she's around, can you give me an idea of, or an indication of any signs that she shows when she's around?
I can smell her.
It's her smell. Mm-hmm. So Karen is actually saying that she is fine.
Yeah.
Describe to me, what does she look like there?
She's about 4'11",
Yeah.
and she's got her ears longer.
Hair, long.
Yeah. And
What colour is her hair?
It's black.
Uh-huh. And knowing that you can see her energy and her aura, does she look balanced there?
Yeah.
So you're happy and content now you've had that connection with her?
Oh, love it.
I want you to step towards Karen now, right into her energy. And I want you to step even further, so you're actually melding together, and I want you to feel your energy and her energy melding together. And I want you to give her the love, and I want her to share her love with you. And describe to me, how does that feel?
Oh, I'm ever so pleased.
Mm-hmm.
I'm relieved.
Very good.
Oh, I do love her.
Mm-hmm. And now you know that she's working with you.
Yes, I feel full of emotion.
Mm-hmm. But that's a good emotion.
Yeah.
And these are happy tears.
Yeah.
So now what I want you to do is I want you to ask your son to step forward.
He's a cough drop.
A cough drop.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good lad, but he likes a laugh.
He likes to laugh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Describe him to me now that you see him. What do you sense or imagine?
He's about 5'7", 5'6", 5'7".
Yeah.
He's got blonde, no, not quite blonde. It's strawberry blonde.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He's got a dimple in his chin, he's got lovely blue eyes. But he's broad.
And he's broad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ask him, why did he make that contract to come down for the life that he chose?
He came to be a teacher.
He was a teacher.
Mm.
And did my client agree to this then?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And what message does he give her now?
I'm really pleased to see you, Mum.
Very good, very good. Step closer to him. And as you feel his energy, I want you to step even closer. Step right into his energy. And I want you to give him all your love from the core. And I want you to feel his love. And know that his love and strength is with you always. Is there another message that he gives his mother before we leave?
I'm ever so sorry, Mum.
It was a contract.
I know you're hurt. And I know as I get older, you hurt more.
Is he able to help you with that now that you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ask him where you're holding that hurt in your body.
In my head.
In your head. I'll deal with that in a bit. Okay. Can I ask him, when he's around my client, how does he make himself known?
He touches me hair.
He touches your hair.
Loves me hair. He likes me to play with his hair as well.
Does he?
Mm.
Can I ask also, is he the son to somebody else?
No. He's my son. No. Nobody else can have him.
Can I ask your son there, are you able to come down on earth and just bring a fragment of yourself down so that you can be reborn in another body and carry on with another life?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's all right with that.
Has he had lives where he's up in spirit and also down on earth?
Yeah.
Is he working on a life up today down on earth?
Yeah.
Who is he today?
He's my grandson.
How wonderful. So you can get all the joy and the love from your son
Yeah.
by your grandson.
Oh, God, yeah.
So that is the message for you today. Thank you very much. So what I want to do now is, I want to step away from your soul group now that we've got that family information, and I want to be able to speak with my client's inner self, her subconscious mind. So as we begin to step away, I'd like her subconscious mind to come forward. I'd like Val to step to one side, and I want her inner self, her higher self, to use her voice today. Good afternoon, inner self.
Good afternoon.
Tell me, are you a male or female energy?
I'm female.
You're female. How long have you been with my client?
Forever.
Forever? This lifetime? Other lifetimes?
This lifetime.
This lifetime. What is it that you're working with her on?
I tell her what to do.
Is that a good thing?
I've not always got it right.
What's your name? What can I call you?
Lucy.
Lucy. Lucy, were you contracted to come down and tell her what to do, or were you contracted to guide her?
Try to guide her.
How do you feel that she's doing in this life?
She's a good soul.
Well, Lucy, what I want to do is I want to do a body scan now. So I want you to imagine that you have X-ray vision, and I want you to go into her body, into every cell fibre, and I want us to start at the top of the head. Just as if she's having an X-ray or a scan, and I want you to travel down into the head. And I want you to go into the back of that head there, around the backs of the eyes, around the ears, down the throat. That's right. I want you to go across the shoulders and down the torso, and I want you to look into that heart, all the way down the tummy area and around that tummy to the left and to the right of those hips, feeling any energy that we can work with today, and remember that. Travelling down the thighs to the knees, down to the ankles, all the way down to the toes. And then I want you to slowly, slowly scan back up, 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 from the toes to the knees to the hips. Really look into that tummy area, over to the heart, back up to the neck, around the back of the neck, and to the top. And tell me, are there any areas that we can work today?
Yeah, we need to get the ears sorted out.
Get the ears?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So tell me, Lucy, what's going on with those ears?
They're not good.
They're not good?
No.
Lucy, what I want you to do is I want you to make yourself as small as a cell, and I want you to go all around that ear canal. And I want you to describe to me, describe the energy that you feel there. Is it clear? Is it dense? Is it?
Yeah, it's dense.
It's dense. Yeah. You'll have a knowing what's causing that.
Yeah.
So what is causing that density? See the blockage?
Yeah.
And what is it? Is it an energy?
I don't know.
Right. I'm going to ask for that energy to speak to me. And in order for it to speak to me, I'm going to connect with your ear here. And as all energy has consciousness, I'm going to bring that energy towards your throat so it has a voice today. So I'm going to bring it round, forward to your throat. Energy, talk to me. What are you doing in the ear?
Trying to stop her from hearing.
Stop her from hearing. Tell me, do you have a name?
George.
George. Good afternoon, George. So you're an attachment?
Yeah.
How long have you been with her, George?
40 odd years.
Yeah. So, what was she doing 40 odd years ago where you could sneak into her body?
Playing.
Playing, was she? So tell me, George, what happened to your life? Did you have a life on Earth?
I was lonely.
You were lonely. And how did you pass over, George?
I had a brain hemorrhage.
You had a brain hemorrhage. And so why didn't you go to spirit, George?
I didn't want to.
You didn't want to, and so you decided to sneak in
I did.
to this energy? So you didn't have permission then, did you, George?
No.
No. Okay. So George, are you the one that's causing all this density in the ears?
I am.
You are. Well, I want to be able to speak to my client, so I'm going to tap her on the forehead. 3, 2, 1. Tell me, do you want George to stay with you?
I don't.
Right. So he has no permission to be with you. What would you like to tell George?
I'd like to tell him to just piss off.
Right. Okay. And I want to speak to George now. Tap you on the forehead. George, so you've no permission and she certainly wants you to clear off. Tell me, why didn't you go to spirit?
Because I didn't think I'd be accepted.
You didn't think you'd be accepted. Well, let me tell you, George, that everybody has a spark of source in them and everybody is accepted. And what I want to do now is, George, I want you to imagine that you can see a book in your hand. And this is a leather-bound book. And as I talk to you, in a moment I'm going to count from 3 to 1. And when I get to 1, I want you to open that page and you'll be able to see who is waiting for you in spirit. So when you're ready, 3, see that book in front of you now, feel yourself going around the corners, 2, preparing to open, and 1. George, open that page. Who's there waiting for you?
My mother, but she's not very nice.
Tell me, what is she saying to him?
She was horrible.
Do you forgive her for being horrible?
No.
Ask her, why was she horrible to you?
She didn't like kids.
She didn't like kids. Ask her to step to one side and see if there's anybody else there to collect you, to take you home, George.
There's a friend.
Connect mind to mind and soul to soul and tell me, what is he saying? Or she?
It's a woman. It's a girl.
What is she saying to you, George?
Come on, George.
Come on, George. Very good. Very good. George, what I want you to do before you leave, I want you to use my client's hands, and I want you to go and draw all that energy that you've got stored in her. So go towards the ears now and start collecting all that energy, ready to take home with you. That's right. And as I put my hand now towards these ears, my hand is like a magnet and it will draw all that negativity out. George, go in there and begin to draw all your memories, all your sadness, all your fears into my hand. George, tell me, are you making her dizzy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're making me dizzy. Bring all that energy, all that dizziness into my hand, and tell me when I've got all your energy in my hand, and we'll get you back up to spirit.